Hi, how are you doing? Hope this video is finding you well. I'm Bill DeWeese from voice-over-training.org. And this morning I was out picking up donuts for me and the kids. Occasionally I like to swing by Dunkin' Donuts. And after all, they built a Dunkin' Donuts exactly 1 mile from my house about a year ago. So how can you say no to that, at least on a consistent basis? I can't. So occasionally I have to give in and pick up some donuts. So I'm on my way home with my dozen donuts. And I'm at a stoplight, and there's a car in front of me, and I look down at the license plate, and it says, "I hate IL." And being that we live here in Illinois, I think the message was pretty obvious. I hate Illinois. And it looked like a 60-ish-year-old man who with the license plate, the holder said Dallas Cowboys. So my guess, this is a misplaced Texan who lives in Illinois but really hates Illinois. And I just had to chuckle to myself. At first I thought, well, that's pretty funny. And then I started to think that, you know what, there are many of us, even though we may not drive around with license plates that say us, that live in circumstances that we hate, but we continue to live in them. And when I was looking at the guy's license plate, I thought, well, why don't you just move back to Texas? But yet so many of us can live our lives day in and day out in a place or in a situation that we don't want to be, but we continue to anyhow. And I was thinking specifically job-related and voiceover business-related. I talked to so many people who are interested in developing a voiceover career, but they're never quite able to leave the area, the comfort of where they're at to pursue their dreams. So it got me thinking, why is it that we tend to live where we don't want to live, and oftentimes, will gladly and loudly share the fact that we hate where we're at? Why is that? Well, I think there are three reasons for that. First of all, I think a lot of people just like to complain. It's just a bad attitude. And I'm not pointing fingers. I've been there. Sometimes you just, you're not happy and you just want to let everybody around you know it for whatever reason. The other reason is, and I think this is, I think more people fall into the second category, is that they're just afraid. They're afraid to venture into the unknown. And so therefore choose comfortable pain over the pain of stretching themselves toward achieving their dreams. And I think a lot of people fall into that category. And then third, and this is really where I want to spend just a moment or two, is talking about that there's a third group that really just don't know where to begin. They know what they want, and they know what they don't want, and that is to be where they're at, but they're really just not, and they're willing to do the right things, but they really just don't know what those things are. And I think there are a lot of people that fall into that category who are looking to either start or grow their voiceover business. They're willing to do the right things, but they're just not sure what to do or how to go about it. So let me address that. I have just a couple of things I think that will help you if you fall into that particular category. And number one is simply this. Once you know what you want, within your heart and mind, you have to make a commitment to do that. Now, when I say, and don't misunderstand what I'm saying, I'm not saying that you up and quit your job. You give your resignation and you leave not knowing where to go next or what you're going to do next. But you have to, at some point, you have to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, this is it. From this point forward, I am pursuing what it is that I want to pursue. And I don't know what that looks like, and I'm not sure where that will take me or what all I'll need to do, but that's okay, because what I know right now is that I will do it. Because my experience has been, once you decide what you want, the how-to will begin to fall in place for you, because you'll be finely tuned to that information and you'll begin looking for that information, and it will come to you, and the path will begin to open up for you as you begin to move forward. But you have to commit to move forward. Secondly, is that you need to find resources that you can utilize. And the good news is, for those of us who are in the voiceover business, there are many great people and resources available, many experienced voiceover talent. There are many good performance coaches out there, people that you can learn from, that you can be taught by, that you can be mentored by. They'll help lead you along the way. And there are some great social media groups out there and some great bulletin board groups that there's just a lot of great information to be shared. So utilize those resources, learn all you can, and make sure that you begin acquiring and fine-tuning and developing the skills and the knowledge that you need to be successful. And then the third thing is this. You need a plan. You certainly need to be committed, and you need to start learning and moving in that direction, but you have to have a plan to succeed. All of the right information, all of the right motivation, all of the right commitment without a plan will just leave you kind of going from here to there to there, kind of zigzagging all over the place, but really not making any great progress. And so make sure that you put a plan together that you can follow day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. And I wish you great success on that journey. The journey, it can be scary at times, and certainly it can be uncomfortable, and it will stretch you at times, but there is nothing more rewarding than setting sail for where you want to go, even though you don't know exactly where all that will take you and what all is needed. But once you make that commitment and you begin moving forward and you have your plan, nothing is more exciting. And if you would like more information on resources and on putting your plan together for your voiceover business, that's the kind of thing I do, and I would be glad to help you with that or to point you in the right direction for that. And you can contact me at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com, or my website is voice-over-training.org. I wish you all the best. Hey, don't live and stay in a place in a situation that you hate. Don't put on your license plate, "I hate Illinois," if you hate Illinois. Figure out where you want to go and then begin to move in that direction. And I wish you all the best on your journey, and I'll be talking to you very soon.